All right, until I figure out how to do whatever it needs to be done for YouTube to give me more than 10 minutes per video. All right, so White gets convicted of second degree murder, conspiracy, robbery, right? Only second degree, not first degree. I mean, yeah. Uh, how come not first degree? That's my number one question. So, she premeditated it. She conspired with this Scott on a bus, and they write the article as if it was a one-off, as if they just met that day, and he just felt so motivated by her plight, by her victim status, her suffering and oppression, that he was just happened to be so armed and got off the bus at the same time and was righteously motivated to pop two into the guy's head. Yeah, BS. So let's see. Cory DeLisa was murdered, and instead of being treating him as a murder victim, they downgrade it to second degree. And that's because society has made these lower expectations for women who commit violent crimes. I referenced just a little bit ago about the collage that I keep sharing on Twitter, X, Twix, whatever you want to call it, of the multiple, the several, the dozens of female teachers who have been raping their underage boy students. And that, well, if Nancy Mace and Anna Paulina Luna are so gung ho on executing pedophiles, let's put these women who are rapists also front of the line. And it's not just because they're women, it's because they are authority figures controlling a classroom, isolated, unsupervised amount of time in which to manipulate, emotionally compromise, psychological operate, whatever is necessary to get their victim into their bed or back seat or wherever it is that they're doing it. And public schools are funded by the government, ergo they are government employees, which means not only are they a authority figure who's abused their position of power and authority, they're also a government employee. And my opinion about government agents who do that, they need to go to the front of the line for such sentencing or you know capital punishment results. But because we're soft on it, because of the agenda of, you've got reports coming out of Britain with women saying, "Oh, women are so victimized in prison should be a last resort," and they're trying to push to get women to not serve time. Studio Brule, Steve Brule, has on his YouTube channel quite a lot of documentation that supports that this is a crusade. This is a tent pole of the feminist agenda to make prisons male only, that all crimes that women commit are excusable. And we as a society cannot function if that's the case. So the case reflects a broader cultural problem where misandry, gynocentrism, it's overlooked, it's excused, it's every man is scrutinized. I look at what's going on with the bathroom BS. You know, Men have for decades, from the mid 70s at least that I'm aware of, have said, "Get out of my locker room, get out of my bathroom." And then what has happened? Nope, you got these women journalists coming in while men are trying to change, take showers, do their business. From that extreme, all the way to the Boy Scouts having to change their name from Boy Scouts to Scouts because they've been ordered to pay a fine or be inclusive. You don't see that with the Girl Scouts. So, I mean, women are, but women are soft and loving and kind. Obviously not. This isn't an isolated incident. There was the case that was brought up in court from an incident back in May of last year of, I'm going to butcher her name, Angela Bermanov or something to that effect. Um, all right, so I went and checked my notes. Her name is Angela Borisova Uramova. The 20-year-old woman who saw a man in a parking lot walking that she didn't like, so she filed a false police report that resulted in this man being arrested and detained for what, 31 days? Let's see. Da, 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 da. Yeah, Uramova's false report, Daniel Pearson, was arrested and spent 31 days in jail before all charges were dropped and he was released on May 17, 2024. Uramova has been charged with false alarm to an agency of public safety, tampering with or fabricating physical evidence, and other offenses. She's pled guilty to 7 misdemeanor charges. So those misdemeanors, a maximum of 17 years. Hey, great. But wait, there's more. Sentencing guidelines recommend probation. That's BS. That is unacceptable. It's just like the husband of the woman in Arizona who spent, what, 6 months or more poisoning his coffee every day, and he documented it on video, and she got 3 years probation for attempting to murder him to receive the insurance money. But now she's walking around scot free. Oh, your sentence, you have to go to counseling. Oh, good. I was going to go anyway. I've been talking to one therapist for the last 25 years. I don't know. I'm mocking because that's the only way I can process the information is to make fun of them. So, you've got those cases that I've just cited, and then this, so obviously women aren't the gentler, sex. They're just as violent, if not more so, than men. So this downgrading of Cory DeLisa's murder. It's not about equality. It's about excusing violence. It's about saying, and it's a woman, it's okay. Suggesting if a woman feels slighted, which is subjective, no matter how extreme, it can be understood, justified. So the Ashley White case should be a wake-up call about how this feminist, gynocentric, misandrist, whatever phrase you want to call it, but essentially the war on boys, the war on men, is, it's playing out in our just us system in media. They paint a picture. They paint a picture as that he shouldn't have been asking questions because asking questions, only a 5-year-old did that. Instead of a straightforward condemnation of murder, we get a tale of, oh, woe is us, oh, woe is me, oh, I was just so misunderstood. This isn't about justice, or this isn't justice. It's an endorsement of bigotry, of sexism, and we need to start calling it out as as that. Otherwise, we're going to see this escalate into much more severe cases, and they're going to become more common. So, good luck out there.